Alright guys, welcome to the video. I'm going to be showing you probably the best game that I've played so far in the Skoda T17, not by combined, or maybe not even by damage. I think I did a game where I did like just over 3k damage in this vehicle, but this is going to be probably the most engaging game that I've played so far in the Skoda T17, and somehow, some way we got ourselves out of the ugliest situation I've put myself in on Empire's Border probably ever, but I think it was just because the enemies were so bad. Like, I was just able to get out of the situation, but I will show you guys that. It's going to come up. But here we are, Empire's Border, guys, and what I really like to do on Empire's Border from this spawn, specifically, is just come to this little corner and get early shots on anyone, like the ISU, for instance, here, who was pushing in to play TD, you know, in this little area right here, right? I'm spam clicking. Now, I just did a video in my Boris on Paris where I was like hooking off in the video because I hate people that spam click the map, spam click you, draw on you with XVM, and, you know, just toxic chat, guys. Like, I swear, it just gets worse and worse and worse for me. I have no, like, I just can't take it anymore, right? Like, I am at the top, right? My meter is full with people that spam the chat and are just toxic in the chat and just toxic in general in this game, right? I have no tolerance, it's the word I was looking for it anymore. I wish I did, but it just, oh my goodness, man, I just can't stand people. But anyway, Comet is kind of YOLOing down here. I'm looking to see if this guy is going to stop, and he does. He gives me easy shots on him. I don't know why he didn't just keep going once he got hit by me once. But now we're getting 8 shots off, and we're doing 800 damage already, guys. So the RNG has worked out almost exactly the way it should. We've done 800 damage with just 2 clips, and like, this is how powerful this tank can be, right? But anyway, I was spam clicking the map because I wanted people to know, like, yo, y'all left this wide open. Like, I just want you to know, like, I do this so that people can see, like, all right, like, it's wide open, like, because some people don't look at the map. Like, a lot of people will not look at the map, and so I want people to be looking at the map like, this is wide open. I'm just, you know, just so you guys are aware. By the way, guys, I am running this thing currently with bond vents, standard optics, and standard low noise exhaust in the scouting slot. Not optics, low noise exhaust in the scouting slot, guys, because it's getting you more concealment and doing more for you than that little bit of view range that optics is getting you, right? You get another like 2% concealment, so this is definitely worth it. Anytime you're in a situation where the tanks are identical, but one person has low noise exhaust in the scouting slot and one person has optics, the person with low noise exhaust in the scouting slot is always going to outspot the person that has optics in the scouting slot. So just a note for you guys, do it that way. I've been doing it that way for a while, but I learned from Ayuksen that it's just better to have that, you know, because like, generally you'd think like, all right, yeah, I kind of want the more view range, but I'm telling you, man, it's worth it to run it in the scouting slot. So now I'm going to try and help the Kunze-Panzer here. I'm trying to get kind of a different angle. We're a little late to help this guy, but like, I just don't have the mobility, man, and I'm trying to have the mobility. And at this point, I'm in a situation where I'm like, I'm just gonna like, this game's over, right? Look at the HP. We're down 7,400 HP currently, and I know a lot of these guys are out of render range, so this might not be perfectly exact. But I'm telling you guys, like, we were down a lot of HP, a lot of tanks, and I'm at the situation right now where I'm like, I'm just going to put 5 into the Kunze, keep trying to run away and see if this T17 can help me. And if I can get away, then we'll continue doing damage. But like, I'm at a point where I'm pretty much throwing my game at this point, which I never do, right? But I'm going to go after the Kunze. I'm going to hit him 4 times here. I'm going to keep running away. I'm going to put these breakable buildings in between me and him. I'm going to go here like this, and then the Sioux appears, and I'm like, I'm dead. And this is a situation I was talking to you guys about at the beginning of the game. Kunze can just push me here through this building. He decides not to, so I'm just going to take one from him, and then I'm going to shoot the building down, hit him a bunch of times, and then go sideways like this, so that he can't get another shot to me around this G-Sword or whatever it was here. And the other Skoda is also trying to help me. Already hits me here, and this Skoda got down pretty far. He got the ISU down pretty far. Now, Kunze doesn't take a shot at me here. I don't know why. I think he doesn't really know what to do here. And then the ISU, it's almost like the ISU like lagged out or something for a moment here. So Kunze's coming at me. I'm going to just turn away from him. I do ricochet that shot. Kunze should have hit me here. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know if I was able to like kill his loader, or I don't know what happened. I should be dead here, guys. 2 times over, I should be dead. But somehow I survived this encounter because Kunze just something happened with the Kunza, and then the Su decided to just stop as well. And it's like, what are these guys doing? That should have been the end of my game again 2 times over. Like, I should have been dead there. Even if I had like 1300 HP or something, you know, like I should have been dead. But I'm not, and I'm going to get away from these guys. And eventually, I think the ISU is going to go down to the Skoda T17 here. I think he's able to clean him up there. Very good. And now it's a situation where, like, where do I go? I'm trying to help here, so I'm going to stop the video here, take it off of fast mode, and we're going to try and eliminate the T29. Our T17 is trying to face the T29 as well, and like the two of us against this T29, realistically we should be able to eliminate this guy, but it just becomes very difficult, man. And we still have like a almost full HP E75 to deal with, who just appears now by the Artie, and it's like I'm at 2300 damage, man. Our Skoda's also played a very, very good game, and we're just trying our best, man, but who knows? I don't think we're going to be able to win this one. So I'm able to get 2 more into the T29. That makes him pretty much a 3-shot for either me or the Skoda. Skoda's running around to try and get shots into him. I'm looking for more shots into him as well. E75 is behind me, so I'm trying to keep moving. I'm watching him at the corner of my eye. I'm watching the T29. I got one eye in the E75, one eye in the T29, and this is where, like, you're going to be separated from good players, or from average players, guys, if you're able to kind of be looking at multiple things on the map at one time. Now, T29 goes down here. We kind of have a chance. It's just 2 Artie in the E75, and I'm like, this is winnable. Like, this actually, at this point, is kind of winnable, I think. We have 2 light tanks still, and we have 2 Arties, but we have to deal with the E75. That's, like, the biggest thing, right? Because they have 2 Arties, rather. So, like, the two of us, like, you think we'd be able to eliminate this E75, but I cannot pen this guy. This is a tier 9 heavy with a tier 7 light tank trying to pen him, right? Like, this is just not going to work, man. So I'm trying to use these trees to my advantage, and I'm able to get away here. Like, I'm thinking this gap in the trees is going to get me lit, but it doesn't. I guess the E75 doesn't have much of a range. I'm just trying to get away, and I'm still trying to use these trees to my advantage here. So I'm going to do that. I'm able to put a couple into this guy, and that's it. That's all. I can only pen his turret twice, and now I have to keep running, and I'm going to try and run away from this guy. The Skoda is also trying to get shots into him. I'm figuring out what I want to do here, and now I'm going to start running away from this guy and trying to get a better angle. Our M53 goes down to their GW or whatever it was, and I'm going to try and get shots into this E75 from this direction now. You see how I'm trying to constantly change my direction, and this is just concealment that we have here, guys. That's why we're not getting spotted. I have like 46% concealment on this vehicle. And I'm trying to see if I can get an angle on this guy. This is my view you're seeing it in. I'm looking at the overview, and I'm like, how do I deal with this guy, man? Like, how do I deal with this guy? And I'm running out of APCRs as well because I keep spamming the APCRs. Skoda is going to try and push the Artie here, and he gets eliminated by the M53, who is very good at shotgunning, I'd like to add. And this is how my game ends as well. I run over this direction. Eventually, the E75 starts capping. I'm running this way, trying to see if I can eliminate the Artie. And what do you know, guys? Artie smacks me as well. M53 ends up shotgunning both of us. And Arda, guys, right? That's all I can say about this one. A tier 9 Arda. It's just like, you know, I hate Artie, man, so much, man. But, you know, definitely not going to take credit away from this guy. I think he shotgunned us both well. But it's just like, you want to talk about basically stopping a carry, right? This is how you're going to do it with the freaking Arda, right? Waiting, just camping people for them to come through, right? So it is what it is, man. I did 2,829 damage, 360 assist, and we lost this game. And this is the one video where I am actually going to show you guys M plates because I think they're very important. Look what, I guess it's Sulfur. Look what this guy did in the Skoda T17. Look at what we did combined, man. I mean, we're flirting with 6k damage combined. A little less than that, I know, 5,800, whatever it is. But like, compared to the rest of the team, look what we were able to do in this game. So this is just demonstrating that if you stay alive, the Skoda T17, guys, is a pretty powerful light tank. Now, it's not, I don't think it's as fun, nearly as fun as the 8, 9, and 10 tiers, but this thing, it's good, man. It's good. Like, don't skip over it and knock it because it doesn't have like the burr gun, right? Try it out. Like, it's a pretty good tank, man. And like, look at what Two good players. Keep in mind, we have about the same WTR. This guy was a very good player. We both have like 9,000 or whatever WTRs, and look at what we were able to do. 5 kills combined, like 5,800 damage or whatever this is, just under 6k damage between the two of us, and still we lost the game. So that also goes to show you how freaking tough the matchmaking is in this game. You know, like we had a couple people do 0 damage down here. It is what it is. Our S1 didn't do much. Like we're just trying to make up for too much down here, right? And their M53, 4 kills. You know, was able to. He got 2 badges out of this. And it's just ridiculous, man, how an arty player can basically carry this game. But I think this guy is also a very good player. He was anonymized. I didn't look at his stats or anything like that. But, you know, it's not to take credit away from him. It's just the tank, man. I just hate how arties can, like, literally just ruin games like that. You know, man, I was on the move in my session in the Skoda T17. I was on the move on, I'm sure you guys saw this shot if you saw that whole session. In my Skoda T17, it was on Muravanka, and I got one-shotted for 900 HP by a Tier 7 Arty. And it's just like, these things are ridiculous, and I get that the shots are hard to hit, but like, they should just limit the damage. Now, in this situation, absolutely, I'm not going to knock it at all. The guy had a good shot, and I was low on HP. It is what it is. But like, sometimes, man, I just really wonder why Wargaming, like, continues to try and allow Artie to do so much damage when they put the stun mechanic into the game. Like, they add the stun mechanic to make it so that they target heavies, but they don't take away its penetration, you know? Maybe they nerf it a little bit. But, like, I'm sorry, man, I just don't think you should be allowed to sit in the back of the map with an Artie and be able to, even if it's a really hard shot to hit, you should be able to one-shot people from across the map on the red line. You know, you're basically FV 4005ing people without the risk of getting spotted or anything like that. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. You know, but I think it is still a vital part of the game. I'm not saying remove Artie. I'm saying at the absolute most, just cut its damage down just a little bit, or make it so it doesn't pen and it just does like a max roll or something like that. With splash, like maybe instead of it doing 900 like it did to me, it does like 700 or 750 or something. You know what I mean? Because it's just ridiculous, man. It would make Artie want to target heavy tanks more. I think that's their role. Like, their role is to stun heavy tanks, because it's so freaking annoying getting smacked by Artie when you're a heavy tank, right? Because you just get pummeled endlessly, and you get stunned, and your aiming goes like this, and it's like, it's so freaking annoying, man. And that's their point. Like, their point is to stun, you know, and cause disruption. So, anyway, that's my take on it, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but or my opinion is not justified, but whatever. 14 shots we ended up getting into the Kunze-Panzer, man. But yeah, we played a very good game, and so did this other guy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Nonetheless, even though it was a loss, see you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye now.